So, you're looking for a dog trainer in Kent, Washington, but where do you even start? It can feel like a lot, right? Well, don't worry. We're going to walk through a really simple guide to help you find that perfect training partner for you and your dog. Think about it. Good training is what really prepares your dog to confidently and, happily handle everything our city has for them. We're talking busy parks, quiet neighborhood walks, the whole shebang. A great way to think about training is that it's the key to unlocking more of Kent for you and your dog. It lets you enjoy the city together, but safely and with a whole lot less stress for everybody involved. I mean, just picture that for a second. A relaxing walk, no pulling, a dog that can just chill while you wait for something. That's really the goal, isn't it? A dog who's just comfortable in all these real-world situations. And it is absolutely achievable. Okay, so before you even open up your computer and start searching for trainers, the most important first step is figuring out your own goals. Knowing exactly what you want to fix or improve makes your search so much more effective. Seriously, take a moment and think about this. What are the top 1 or 2 behaviors that, if they got better, would make the biggest, most positive difference in your day-to-day life with your dog? Looking at this list, I bet some of these seem pretty familiar, huh? Maybe you're just starting out with a new puppy, or maybe you're dealing with that constant leash pulling, or even more complex things like anxiety. Just know you're not alone. Figuring out your main priority is what helps you find a trainer who specializes in that exact thing. So once you know what you want to work on, it's time to understand how you're going to get there. This means getting familiar with the different ways trainers approach their work and the different setups they offer. You're going to hear this term a lot, positive reinforcement. All it really means is rewarding the behavior you want to see more of. It's super effective and, just as important, it actually strengthens the bond you have with your dog because you're building trust, not fear. Okay, so training pretty much happens in 2 main settings, and each one has its own benefits. In-home training is fantastic for tackling problems right where they happen, like barking at the doorbell. On the other hand, group classes are perfect for practicing focus and listening to you when there are distractions, like other dogs and people. All right, now that you have your goals and you know what kind of training you're looking for, we're ready for the main event, finding and choosing your professional. Here's a quick checklist to help you out. Now, here's a really important thing to know about Washington State. Dog trainers aren't actually required to have a license. This is why certifications are so valuable. They're proof that a trainer is committed to professional standards and keeps up with their education. It's a really good sign of their expertise. You'll see these kinds of acronyms after a trainer's name. For example, CPDT-KA just means they've passed a really thorough exam on dog training theory and techniques. And if you're dealing with more serious issues like major fear or aggression, credentials like CBCC-KA show they have specialized knowledge in that area. When you get on the phone with a potential trainer, think of this as your cheat sheet. These are the key questions. You want to make sure they use positive methods, you want to understand how they'll create a plan just for your dog, and you definitely want to get all the practical details like cost and scheduling right up front. Okay, let's talk about the practical side of all this, right here in Kent. What should you expect to invest? And then, where can you go to put all those new skills into practice? Here's a look at the typical cost ranges you can expect around here for 2025. As you can see, group classes for puppies or basic manners are often the most affordable way to get started. Private lessons and those customized in-home packages cost more, but that reflects the one-on-one attention you're getting. Seeing these numbers should help you budget and pick what works for you. Now, this is so important to remember. The sessions you have with your trainer, that's just the beginning. The real, lasting change happens when you take what you learned and you practice it consistently in all sorts of different real-world places. And we're lucky here in Kent because we have some awesome spots to do just that. You can work on recall in a safe, fenced area at the Grandview or Briscoe dog parks. Or you could practice walking nicely on a leash with all the distractions of other people and nature at the Green River Natural Resources area. At the end of the day, this is the real reward for all your effort. A happier, more confident dog, which leads to a more peaceful and enjoyable life together. From calm walks around the neighborhood to just relaxing at home, the right training opens up a whole new world for both of you. We wish you the very best of luck in finding the perfect partner for your training journey.